Hi guys, welcome to Colouring Book Club. Thank you for being here today. Oh goodness me. Okay, ready to rock and roll. So today we'll do part 2 of Littlest Secrets from My Fairy House. And I'm using polychromos. Okay, we are up to mushrooms. And I haven't done a thing as far as colouring goes all week. What have we got here? We have Burnt Umber 280, Dark Sepia 175, Cadmium Yellow Lemon 205, Light Phthalo Green 162, it's gold writing, and Delft Blue 141. And we were doing the mushrooms, so we'll continue on with that. I'll just zoom in a bit. There we go. Okay. Starting off with the burnt umber. So I literally haven't picked up the pencils in a week. I'm still been sorting out my mixed media collage. Hope everyone's had a good week. Dark sepia. Hi Lena. How are you? Hope you had a good week. What will I use next? Bit of Delft Blue 141. And because I did this last week and haven't done a thing since, try and remember what I did with these other mushrooms. Now, I think there was two. There's one here. No, that might be the last one. I ended up doing that one over there. So I'm just randomly picking spots on the mushroom to add some colour. Back to the burnt umber for a minute. Brown up the top as well. So the Aussie Open's still going till next week. So I've been watching a fair bit of the tennis. Okay. A bit of Cadmium Yellow Lemon 205. And some light Phthalo Green 162. What's been happening? Not much here. My books have all arrived. So now I have another abandoned places, abandoned and abandoned castles. Oh, they're pretty coloured mushrooms. Just to be different. Bit more Delft blue. There you go, that'll do for that. Now, what will I do for the stalks? Grey. Yeah, that might. Let's see how we go. Haven't really thought about it. Hi, Georgina. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a good week. Now, this one is green gold 268. A little bit of burnt ochre 182. And a little bit of grey. Cold grey 5154. Didn't really think about the colours, just chose a few. Actually, alright. Same down here. Don't know if I like it. I think I need a bit more brown and something in there. A bit more burnt umber. Mix them up a little bit. The green gold. So you guys working on anything at the moment? One, two, three. Yep. Bit of grey. Just a bit of shadow. bit strange when you haven't picked up pencils for a week and then you start up again. It's just strange. Okay. Those away. What else will we do? What will I do next? I pick that back up. What else will I use? I'll use green gold. Do these peaches or whatever they are. Started a nice easy matchstick mouse picture this evening. Oh, cool. Hey Harry, thank you for being here. Your card still hasn't arrived, darling. I checked Friday. So I don't know. But I will let you know. That's for sure. Hey Diane, thank you for being here. Oh no, darling, I don't know. And did you see my reply, Diane, in comments? In Australia, our dates go by day, month and year. So yes, it is right. Whereas you guys in the USA do it by month, day and year. Hi Dee, thank you for being here. Good to have you here, guys. Bea won't be here today. She's gone away at camp for the weekend before her op. So that'd be nice for her to get away for a while. So I'm using green gold to start off with. Yeah, I noticed they look a little different. And to be honest with you, it's like, why do you guys do the month first? You go by day, month, here. Leave a bit of a patch there. It's been a bit funny not colouring. I'm still ripping a couple of books apart. That book that I showed last week of luxurious hotels, I'm just about finished ripping that apart. Some good pictures in it to use too. Okay, that's the green gold. I might use this one first. Now this is cinnamon 189. I like clingstone peaches. And I think these are peaches. I'm not sure. They could be plums. I'm not really sure what they are. Wait, you ripped a book apart. Yeah, you get cheap books for collage for Bix Media and rip them apart. Not a colouring book. That will never happen. Never. Yeah, just cheap books from the op shop, what you call them thrifty stores in America. Just cheap books, getting all the pictures out for collage. I need oh goodness me, but what colour will I use? I'll use the Pompeian Red 191. Just test this out, make sure it's not too dark. Yeah, no, that's not a bad colour. Just for a bit of shadow. That's not too bad. Hey Pam! Some books like Kirby's and JB's newer ones are not that expensive, so I don't mind ripping them apart. Yes, Sherry, we know you like to rip your books apart. Unfortunately, in Australia, they're a lot dearer as well. So it's hard enough to get a book like Abandoned Places, and that was $33.75 in Australia. And I'm going to do mixed media and I'm going to alter it. So, you know, there's a lot of money to be altering books. But I wouldn't pay that much to rip one apart. I'd just go to the op shops and buy them for like $2. And I don't have a problem ripping those ones apart. And the book that I ripped apart, Luxurious Hotels or Motels or whatever it was, it was a beautiful book. Not anymore. It was just a beautiful book. And I've always been one for books. I love the books. Back to Burnt Ochre 1-8. I'm pretty sure that's 187. Yeah, I think so. And I'm going to drink my coffee before it goes cold. God, I wish, Sherry. My Clara book was 50-ish with shipping. It cost me $85 Australian to get this book. Pretty sure it was 85. Yeah, I like this. I like the burnt. Oh, goodness me. I like the burnt ochre with the Pompeian red. Good colours together. I'm colouring these as peaches, but like I said, they could be plums. Like the dark purple plums. I can't even remember what. Yeah, I went out for Chinese last night. Oh, yum. It was beautiful. It was so full. And then last night, I went to bed, I think at 12. And I woke up with the alarm at 8 o'clock this morning. Oh, I don't usually sleep long like that. I don't remember a thing. I slept the whole night. Yep, don't remember a thing. Maybe a bit of ivory. Oh, there's the cream. I think the cream might be a bit yellow. Try the ivory. Back to the burnt ochre, which is quite a good orange, really. Cinnamon 189, just slightly because it's a darker colour. I'll use the green gold. What's this real? Oh, now a box of variety stuff, moisturiser, lipstick, nail polish, and a bunch of colouring stuff. Oh, cool. My husband has been living with this 10 years now, but my sister-in-law still loves me. Oh, she's not here, thankfully. Yeah, I know they're expensive. Big feed and then sound. It's like, yep. Yes. Very full. We chose the four of us went and three of us had banquet, $34 a head. So we had chicken and corn soup, and then we had spring roll and prawn, sesame prawn, and we had seafood combination, honey chicken, and then cashew combination, and And then we get sweets as well. Had banana fritter and ice cream. It was really nice. Good feed. And the size of the meals that came out for people were really, really good. And there was a lady over from us, and she had her meal there, and she ate about a third of it. And then she got a doggy bag. They brought a container out. She put it in the container so she could take it home. And then she ate banana fritters and ice cream. And we were laughing because she didn't even eat a meal. And then she taken that home. She is having banana fritters and ice cream. And one of the people that were with us, turned around and said, that's the third person that's, like, got a doggy bag to take home. There we go, that's one done. That's why I actually colouring it. Don't actually colour in this, but copy the pages, yeah. I know. I think about it, like printing it out and colouring it, and it's like, I've got that many colouring books and all that sort of stuff, and it's like, as much as it'd be nice to colour it again, when you look at the details and everything, especially like Kirby books and things like that, it's like, I don't really need to colour that one again. Especially when you've got so many others that you should be colouring. Love the way you coloured those mushrooms. Oh, thank you, Dee. Got to save room for dessert. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got pizza. All right, get these other two peaches done. Okay, so green gold. Bea won't be here today, guys, for those that just joined. She's gone away with Cam for the weekend before her op. So that's really good. A bit of time away. And I'm using polychromos for this picture. So just a nice light base coat to start off with. Not too heavy so I can get other layers on there. I did think about just getting my abandoned books and doing a live flip through of them all. I've got another one there, Haunted Places, but I'm not going to do mixed media in that one. But the other three I will. And Abandoned's only a small book. Good size actually. Yeah, I thought I'd be a bit different with the mushrooms, a bit multicoloured. And because I did those last week, and then I did this one just before, picking up the pencils after a week is really strange because you're sort of a bit out of kilter with how you actually put the colours down. So it's a bit different to the others. And with the peaches, which I really do think they might be plums, but with the peaches, I'll get them done while I have the pencils out, and then I know what pencils I used, unless I go back and watch the video, which I could have done. But I said I would leave this for on stream, and I did. I didn't touch it, as tempting as it was. What are you signing it? Oh, get over here. Yeah, pizza sounds good. I have 3 of her books, but I'm scared to colour in them, which is silly, I know. Oh, one day, Dee, you'll pick it up and hopefully watching me will inspire you to pick one up. But they're beautiful books to just admire as well. There's a few people in the group, they've got a second copy, one to colour, one to admire. And it's like, good Lord, you know, like Australian dollar, that's cost a fortune. They burnt your breadsticks. Oh, how could they do that? That's not very good. And they deliver too, so yeah, it makes it harder. Are they that burnt? I mean, can't eat them burnt. Oh, we are? You gotta tell them? Yeah, good girl. That's not very good. Psychedelic mushrooms, I believe I met 1 or 2 of them in my lifetime. Ah, really? Sorry, that's the worst, especially how expensive it is. They could be anything you want. It's a fairy page. True. I don't have one too expensive for my budget. Yeah, they are, Pam. If that cost stops me, can't easily get a replacement if I mess it up. Well, you could do what Sherry does and some other people do it. If you can print one out and colour, you know, or pick another book and colour in that and get up some confidence. Write down the colours that you use. And then just pick a small part, just a leaf or something, and just have a little bit of a go before you move on to, you know, bigger areas. But either print it out and just do a copy and write down the colours you use in case it turns out really cool and you like what you did, and then you know. Or just go for it. It's just a book. You're the boss. Bit of shadow under the leaf. And depending on how you're colouring and how many layers you do and how much colour you'd like to put into your, you know, it takes time. Just enjoy the process. So that one is cinnamon. Now I might put just lightly because it is dark. Pompeian red 191. Just a little bit, just lightly. And burnt ochre 187. I'm just using this colour lightly as well. I'm not putting much pressure on at all. Heather, you know I ain't right. You're a good company. Do you think that... Hang on. Heather, do you think that paper could take some light wet media? Yeah, people use all sorts of medias in this book. To be honest with you, I'm just about cringe. Now I did... I don't remember, one of Clara's books I used Inktense, and it was a little bit wrinkly on this side, and it's like, I don't mind how it turned out, but it's like, oh, like, yeah, I found it really hard when I looked at it later, the back on this side. People use watercolours, all markers, gel pens, you name it. People use all sorts of stuff, but yes, they do use light wet media on it. And like I said, I used Inktense, and it came up a bit wrinkly on this side. And I just haven't done it again. I was like, not real keen on it doing that. That's why I like Hannah's books, because I just go all out on her paper, use whatever, and it handles it really well. But in these books, no, I think strictly pencil. There's more white, and I hope it's clean. Green gold. Oh, I didn't mean to really go that heavy, but I do find a page on Pinterest, Facebook, and use that to start me off. Yeah, that's why I don't share my colouring, because it's not really mine to share. Yes, it is. If you coloured it, if you were doing a colour along and doing what I'm doing now, and then share it, it's your colouring. And if you do follow along and do colour alongs, things like that, you can always tag whoever you've coloured along with on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. You can tag them to, say that you did a colour along with whoever. But if you picked up the pencils and you coloured that page, if you did one of Chris's colour alongs, it's your colouring. Depends. I have two. One I use Or if I want to use a heavier paper, I use my Epsom because it's a rear feeder. Then I have one, there's a scanner on top of it, and that's for scanned images or just regular drawing paper. Bleed through. Heather is right. That we need to decide on a buddy colour from this book. Yeah. We could. Heather, we need to decide on a buddy for this book. Yep, I always tag whoever I follow along with when I do that. It is still unique to you, even if you use the exact same pencils and colours. It will look a bit different. Yep. Now, with these books, I mean, yeah, yes, we can. But usually with these books, I'm doing them page by page. And the one thing I find is once you get into it a bit, like this one here, and then the next few, and then starts to get a little bit dirty. Even though they're one-sided, they start to get a bit dirty on this side. And I can't be bothered going through and putting, I don't know, distress ink or something all on that side. I guess over the years or whatever, they'll get a bit more dirty. Bit of cinnamon. Oh yeah, I was just looking at that under there. It's a stone. It's not another peach. And I still get the feeling these might be plums, but anyway. The dark purple plums. Because there's a couple of different times. There's the round ones that are blood plums. And then you've got the other purple ones that are actually this shape. They're oval. But, it's your book. You do whatever you want to do with it and whatever you want them to be. It's been a few times in our group someone has circled and go, what are these? Good question, really. What are they? But if I could inspire someone to actually pick up a pencil or use colour combinations that I use, and that makes me happy. That's all good. And choosing a page in this book, we can do that. I'll break the rules for you, Sherry. Just for you. No, I haven't actually used... I suppose... I picked the terracotta up, but I haven't actually used it yet. So I'll use a bit of terracotta. Now that peach over there is darker than this one. I'll look through my book and give you a few of my favourites and let me know which one is your favourite. How does that sound? Yes, okay. Does that book have slick paper in it? This one? Clara's books are beautiful. The paper is just divine to colour on. JPS new book has slick paper, sadly. I love this paper to colour on, and it's beautiful. I would, personally for me, I rather this paper than the really toothy paper. The toothy paper, I think, chews up your pencil a bit more, getting into the tooth of the paper. But depending on what you're doing and the layers you want to put on it and all that sort of stuff comes into it as well. Green gold. I'm going to mix up. What is it? Terracotta. Just make it a bit darker up around the top here. Yeah, it depends on the paper, how much tooth is on there. Sometimes having plenty of tooth is good. But these books, oh, they're beautiful. And I've still got quite a few layers on. Go light at the start. I mean, I'm using polys at the moment. But, you know, you can see from me colouring here, there's a bit of a line there. You get quite a few layers on. If you're heavy-handed, you can do some exercises on a spare piece of paper. Just teach your mind and your hand coordination. Going light, heavier, just practice. Bit of burnt ochre, 182. Bit more shadow down under here. And see, I'm doing a bit heavier under here for the shadow, a bit more pressure, and then coming out, just start to lighten off and blend that shadow in a bit, so you don't have a straight line. And try and stay like the leaf up here when I did the shadow. Give the shadow a bit of shape going around with the leaf. And I try and blend it in a little bit so it's not this straight line. But everyone colours differently. So I've got a bit of shadow there for that leaf. And I don't put big hue, like I wouldn't come right down here for the shadow of the leaf. I just think that's a bit too much shadow. Some people make shadows really prominent. This peach sitting over the top of this one, you know, it depends how far out the peach is off the other one. They could be touching, they might not be touching, and it depends how much shadow you want them to have. And then just blending in, making it a bit darker under here. Because technically it's a 3D object, it's not flat. That peach, you know, would have a bit of width. It would stick out a bit in real life. Green gold's a really popular colour. There's a few people that like it. I love it. It's a good colour. Don't really like the paper in the original because I find it slick. No worries, Sherry. Has anyone looked at the artist edition of Christine Caron's book? No. I'm heavy-handed but getting better. And that's right. Before you start colouring, you can practice on a bit of paper. I haven't picked up the pencils for a week. And if I felt a bit funny about it, I could get a spare piece of paper and just colour on that for a couple of minutes just to get the feel before you start on your book. Now I also have a bit of a line over here, so I'm going to use the iron and just blend that in a little bit. Back to the Pompeian red. A little bit of cream. This peach seems a bit pale, so I might add a little bit more colour into that one. Back to the green gold. See, I'm just going over lightly, but layer upon layer upon layer. And each layer you do is making it darker, and then you just stop with the, when you're happy with it. I could keep going layer upon layer, and each layer it's getting darker and darker. For me personally, I hate seeing lines. Try and make it as smooth as possible, which does require even pressure. There you go, that one's a bit darker than the one that's on top. Okay. I think I had the cinnamon with the browns. These colours all over it. Oh, stab yourself with the pencil. All right. some greens. It's funny how you always seem to go back to the same colours all the time. Bit of that one, bit of that one, bit of that one. I need something light in there as well. Alright, let's go. We'll go at the leaves. Hey Mona! Yay! Has anyone looked at the artist? No, I haven't. I'm heavy-handed, but getting better. It's called Wildflower Folk. Well, that sounds nice. God love you. Thank you, you. And I tend to, in chat, I tend to stick to the names that are there, like View instead of Pamela and all that sort of stuff, because people go, huh? What are you talking about? That helps remember names too. Laugh out loud, Huntsman. We are making our rounds. Oh yeah, where else have you been? I have to check out everyone. Laugh out loud. Plus I love all of the accents. Back had to deal with the kitties. Okay. Hey there, love. How are you? We're just trying to figure out what to colour. Little L's with jammies on. Too cute. Yeah, no. It's a beautiful book. I kind of committed drops next month. Yeah, I haven't had a look. I don't think it's. I ordered it on Book Depository, and it was $23 something, I think, or $24. Then I looked on Amazon when I was looking at my abandoned books, and it was a bit cheaper. It's like, damn it. I like that everyone calls me View, yet confuses folks when they call me by name. I just pre-ordered it, and it's been, God, I can't wait. Pre-ordered it via Walmart, first time doing that. 15 for you. Got it for 16. Yeah, well, you know. Yes. And it does look like a good book too. I'm going to sharpen this one. Hi, Selena. Hi, sweetheart. Good for you to make it into chat. Good to see you here. And I hope you're doing okay. Gee, I was hoping you'd be home by now. God love you. You may. Okay. We shall start off with Earth Green 172. You must think I'm weird doing that, but the gold writing, it's just, yep. So starting off with Earth Green, just a light layer. No show and tell this week, not really. I haven't coloured anything. My abandoned books are here. And I did think about just doing a live flip through of my abandoned books, but it might not be everyone's cup of tea. But I absolutely love them. I like the show abandoned abandoned on TV. And I was just shaking my head. The amount of stuff, that's left behind, furniture and fittings and anything, gold taps and, if they've got a library, there's hundreds of books on the floor and just the stuff that could be recycled, reused is incredible. Just the amount of waste. What colour will I use? Permanent green olive 167. Just finishing. Oh, it's freaking cold out. Oh. Coffee's driving you nuts. Need a breathing treatment. Oh, God love you. Oh, Pam, you got home yesterday? Yeah. And sorry, guys, I find it, I read chat and I know, some people aren't well and different things going on, but I find it hard to keep up and can't remember what's going on with everyone and all that sort of stuff. So excuse me if I seem a bit, I forget who's not well and who is and, all that sort of, I forget what's actually going on with everyone. And I just hope the best for everyone and feeling better soon for those that aren't well and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I find it hard to keep up. Chromium green opaque 174. I ain't doing that. Oh, Jesus, still last week I said I'd message Kimmy and I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I still haven't done it. Oh, she had a hip operation. All right, I'll put those two there for now. Olive green yellowish 17. That's 173, I think. Sometimes you read it like 175, 173, and it's like, hang on, didn't I read out 175 just before? So this one must be 173. Step in the right direction. Yeah. Glad you're home. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit dark. Oh, drop it again. No. I just wanted to make that a little bit darker, so when I go straight over the top with the yellowish green, olive green yellowish, be able to see the difference in the colours. Yeah, up the top there. Is that my ivory? Ivory is 103. So I don't want it white, but I was just going to leave that bit of the leaf a paler colour. And sometimes you go over with the paler pencil and then go over with another one, say like the earth green, and just lightly go so it's lighter but it's not. Just knocks back the white. I hope that's in close enough. I can zoom in more. Right, next leaf. This one's got a bit of a bend in it. So earth green to start off with. Has anyone been watching the Aussie Open? The tennis? There's been some good matches. Oh, I have to stop twisting my foot up onto the office chair with on the casters, and I keep twisting my foot up onto the leg. And then when I go to straighten it, my ankle's like, oh. God, it's 10:15 already. Unbelievable. I wonder who'd get the record for the slowest colorist on the planet. I reckon I'd be in contention. Now, did I say that? Olive green yellowish 173. It's either 173 or 175, but I think it's 173. So when I come up here, I'm going to lighten off. So dark at the ends and then lighten off as I come round. Just give that leaf a bit of a bend. Next colour. Permanent green olive 167. And then I'm going really lightly. I like to get a bit of colour into those veins actually. Ivory 105. Gee whiz, I'm doing well. 10, oh goodness, 105. Yep, Ivory 105. Just blend that green in a bit. And you can get, well, you can get whatever colour you like, but I'll use the chromium green opaque 174. I'm just going to go in and put a bit of colour into those veins a little bit. Just touching up. Oh, there's another leaf. I think they'd actually be better with maybe white Posca, the veins, not sure. I am slow, I laugh out loud. I love the door. Thank you, Sherry. Hi, Rain. Oh, arm's a bit stiff. Okay, what have we got here? Chromium green opaque 174. Now, usually I would do, say, some of the stonework and then do the, instead of watching me do every single stone, I'll do a few on stream and then do the rest off. I'm itching to get into this mixed media, and I procrastinate. I'm shocking, and I've been pulling books apart and tidying up all my collage fodder, and then of course I went and found a couple other books, and then one of the books here is not in the greatest of condition. The front page seems to be falling out a little bit, and I thought maybe I'll pull that book apart as well. That's becoming a bit of an obsession, pulling books apart. I feel like I've been doing it for 3 weeks straight. Probably 2. Just a bit darker down on the bottom of the leaf here, which is chromium green opaque. I don't really want to veer away from the colours I'm using. Hey, Wes! Earth green 172. And then for the stem, I've got pine green 267. Don't know what that was. Don't think it's a straight sweep. Now this green, I mean, that one I just used, and this one, they're pretty fake sort of greens. Oh, where's Lisa? Tell those dogs to shut up. Oh, feeding them. Oh my God. Raw Umber 180. It's shocking. Walnut Brown 177. Can use it for a bit of shadow. The leaves hanging over the top of the stem. But I did go a bit darker than what I wanted there. If I get the leaves done, I know it might be a bit boring, but if I get the leaves done, I won't have to do them later. Otherwise, these pencils will be sitting around for a week. Alright. Earth Green 172. I do have a little bit of goss actually. One of the ones in this street who misbehaved that day with the chair and hurling a chair out of the way, or, you know, like, she didn't throw it, but I can imagine her, you know, aggressively, like, pushing it, you know, just pushing it back. And, anyway, been banned from the clubhouse indefinitely. Good. Good, good, good. If you want to act like that, then that's fair enough. Can't have abuse and violence or that, you know, like aggressive behaviour towards other residents. They shouldn't have to put up with that. So she's been banned indefinitely. Hi, Dee. Yeah, I think it's good. A few people think it's good, actually. It's like, well, if you want to act like an idiot, Yeah. My friend was telling me last night, Bimbo across the road, he's found someone else that barracks for his football team. I do as well. And they went into town to get season tickets and whatever, and ended up having lunch there and at the club. And anyway, he went to the clubhouse to pick this person up, and Bimbo across the road. So, what are you doing? He goes, I'm just waiting for someone. And then a lady come out and jumped in the car and they drove off, and she was like, open. Shock, horror. Bimbo won. And later on he spoke to me. She said, what were you doing? He goes, oh, we're just going into town, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't tell her they actually ended up having lunch. And he said, you cracked the shits, didn't you? She said, no, I didn't crack the shits. He says, yes, you did. And she said, no, I didn't. In the end, she turned around and said, yes, I did. Green streak, green bat. Get over it. So I think it's so funny that he saw a woman get into his car, and they drove off and drive off. But he didn't tell her they ended up having lunch as well at the club. And that would have been good. That would have rubbed salt in the wound. But yeah, she cracked the shits. And then, I don't know, something, yeah, it's like, grow up. Like, really? He's already, so we have to have a talk. Because I'm not interested in a relationship. She didn't speak to him for ages and got the sulks and locked herself away in the house for 3 days or something. It's just like this. Grow up, idiot. But I think it's hilarious. I think it's great. I can imagine the shock, horror look on her face. Speaking to another woman in the car. Don't even know if she's had that privilege of being in the car. So that would have really gone down well. And then going out for Chinese with me and a couple of others last night. Make sure you tell her we went out for Chinese. Make sure she finds out they'll go down like a lead balloon. That'll really peeve her off. Lovely fruit, Heather, looks lovely. Thank you very much. I wish I could, I don't know. I mean, I've watched the likes of Chris and done a couple of colour alongs, and there is a couple of times there where you're colouring something and it's like, well, how would she do it? Well, you'd have about 8 different colours for starters. She just makes things look so real. Now, whether she uses references all the time or she's got a damn good memory, I don't know, but she makes stuff look so real. I'll do this leaf a bit blotchy. Because it does put, like, doing it blotchy like I'm doing it, does tend to put a bit of realism in there. Because, I mean, they're not one colour, you know, leaves are young, they're older leaves, mature leaves, they're dying, or, you know, they're going a bit yellow, or, you know, in nature, they're not, you know, all sorts of colours, really. But thank you very much, Sherry. I'm glad you like my fruit. I'm happy with my pear. Like this one. Oh, that's pretty. That's bright. Now, hang on. Now I take my hand away and it's pretty, the colour's pretty intense, but no, the pear looks good. It looks real. It's got little speckles on it and everything. Quite happy with my pear. Oh, please, people like her and Lana and Karen make me feel like a rank. Oh, please, people like her and Lana and Karen make me feel like a rank amateur. No. Do alright. Oops. Bring it back down. You know, but yeah, I mean, with all the tutorials and everything we can watch and, you know, everything else and all the colouring we've done and all the skills and tips and tricks that you pick up and everything, and you can't compare yourself to a professional artist that's, you know, gone and studied colours and as much as we pick up all that, you know, we pick up all that stuff from professional artists and things. They've studied and put a lot of money into their study at school and art school, you know, college, whatever the case may be. Whereas we've just sat back and reaped the rewards. And it's good to have a refresher every now and again. Go back and watch your favourite colourist or whatever, and just have a bit of a refresher. Because you get into your own habits, and you know everyone picks up their own techniques and you know their own way of doing things, and it doesn't matter what it is. You can get into, you know, your own bad habits, or you know, whether it's not necessarily colouring bad habits, but you know, you pick up your own little traits, and I was like, oh, hang on, getting a bit off course here, like need to go and do a refresher. And cutting corners could be one. Instead of doing the layering and adding all those colours in, you know, instead of using all these pencils, you cut it down to like 3. When really, if you really want that colour to come through, I mean, I could put purple under this leaf and put greens, and you know, that purple would make that leaf look so much different. But you know, you cut that colour out and cut a couple of others and just have 3 or 4, and without putting that extra 3 pencils in there, you're not going to get the same effect. So cutting corners, this is just an example, but cutting corners, like doing something like that, cutting the colours out, could be a habit that you get into, whereas you need to go back and refresh and go, oh, hang on, I need to put those extra colours in that I've been cutting out, because it's making a big difference by having them in there. Hope that made sense. I'll just ramble on. But yeah, I think I got the point across. But you know, when it boils down to it, you do what you want. It's just a colouring book. Do what you want to do. As long as you enjoy it, that is the main thing. So making these leaves all look a bit different from each other. Funny that, same plant. And after a while, when I've been using the same pencils, I start to forget to tell you which pencil I'm actually using. Wake up, mouse. Yeah, they're professional artists though. I keep on keeping on though and do my best to enjoy things, and I don't let it stop me from having my own channel. That's exactly right. Yeah, she's got an art degree. I didn't even do art at school. No art at all. Ah, we got a smarty pants. We got A's in school in my art classes, Sherry. Ah. My daughter almost made AP art in high school. Sherry, I wish I had picked it now. Maybe I'd be better. No, look, you know, some things go the way they were meant to go. You know, you could have a boyfriend when you're 16 and you split up and you get married and maybe you get divorced, and then 30 years down the track you meet up with that boyfriend from school and you're not getting married. So maybe it wasn't meant to be back then, but maybe, you know, later on in life it was meant to be. What will be, as they say. So even if you didn't do art in school, you were meant to be doing it now. Just go with the flow. Yeah, light, medium and dark adds balance and depth, yes. I still do too much medium, not enough dark or light. Nice combos. No art at all. Wow. Not even in primary school. AP stands for Advanced Placement. Love your logic, Heather. Laugh at that. Yeah, I always think logically. I am a logic. I am a logic thinker. I've had quite a few people say that to me. Sensible. I like to. I'm gonna have my silly moments, obviously, but no, I like sensible thinking. I'm not one for stupidity like that bimbo across the road. She's just as thick as a brick. Someone said last night, what was it? Oh, what was it? Acting something. Can't remember what the exact words were, and I said she doesn't have to act. Stop acting stupid or acting. She doesn't have to act. Yeah, there's just something that comes naturally with it. I still like, you know, I'm not really fussed about having, you either have the black lines there or you don't. Sometimes you can colour them out with a lighter pencil and they look washed out, and I don't really like that look. And I end up putting the colour back onto them. but it depends on the object that you're colouring or whatever, whether I like the black lines with these leaves. I might end up getting the white Posca and dulling them out a little bit, but then you can use a Posca and go back over with a lighter pencil or something like that. It is nice when you see a picture and the light black lines are hidden. It does look good sometimes. But then, like I said, sometimes I prefer the black lines to be there. Just defines the image a little bit more. Now this one is Pine Green 267, which is quite a bright green. I was tending to stick to more natural colours. Chromium Green Opaque 174. Trying to go a little bit heavier there. Get this green to stand out a little bit. Me too. Guys, I am so exhausted. I think I need to go pass out on my sofa. I'm going to learn for a bit. No worries, Sherry. I've been going. I've like 20 minutes off 2 hours already. I can't believe it. It's that pizza, isn't it? Got a full tummy, feeling content, fall asleep on the couch, Sherry. Thank you for being here. Happy nanny napping. And go and rest on the couch, but don't pass out. I don't want you to pass out. Fall asleep sounds all right. Oh, I forgot this leaf up here. God Lord, those leaves are so different from each other. Same plant, totally different coloured leaves. I quite like the lightness of this one, so I'll just do a very light layer of raw umber. So just went over a few times lightly. I'll get rid of these. I'm going to keep a couple of greens though. I'll get rid of the fake greens. Hang on. I won't keep that one. Decisions. Oh, not brown. I think the chromium green was a bit too fake. What have we got here? I'll use that one. I'll mix them up a bit. and some light grey. What else do I need in there? Pick out all these pencils, here we go. What's that one? Raw umber. Trying to keep it. Oh, I've got a heap of pencils here. Whether I use them or not is another thing. Alright. Coffee. Let's go. I suppose I could use them all for them. I wanted to put some... No, that's not a good colour. I love my polys, but I'm just trying to pick out a colour that I think would be suitable. No, I've got blue in the door. Won't do that. I've got that green. Alright, I've got all these colours here. And the bricks go out, the stonework goes out a fair way. I keep moving this book around, sorry guys, maybe I should pan. That'd be easier because I keep moving it. There we go. Alrighty. I shall start off with warm grey 3 272. Pick a stone, pick any stone. And a little bit of earth green, 172. So there's not a real lot of difference between this grey here and the earth green. They're both like a light grey, except this has got a bit of green in it. Just a greeny tinge, which is really good. I'm happy with that. And now a bit of nougat, 178. I'm really going to mix these stones up a bit. Bit of green, grey, dark greys. Bit of tinge of green in it, like they've got moss or something growing off them as well. Dark grey, browns. Warm grey 6 275. Now, I don't want to get too close to that mushroom just there. But then again, you know, you could camouflage it in if you wanted to. Alright, I will. That dark grey next to the mushroom. And it kind of camouflages a little bit. So I can go quite heavy, make that a bit darker. I could even add some black in there actually. That's dark sepia. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad either. That's just what I need, another colour. dark sepia into it. Why not? Olive green, yellowish 173. Yeah, that's a good colour. For the dark grey. And looks like a bit of moss or subtle green in the brick, in the stones. Quite like that. And I've got another grey here, which is warm grey 4, 273. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's turning out the way I wanted. I just wanted the stonework, but it looks like there's green moss growing in there as well. Can go a bit heavier with this pencil and blend that grey in a bit, the darker grey. And then go over with the light grey, grey 3, 272. Just lightly. Just blend it all in a bit. I still wouldn't mind grabbing the black. Black 199. Just lightly. Blend that dark grey in. There we go. Hope that looks alright. I can zoom in a bit more. Hope that's clear, guys. Alright. Pick up pencils again. So I've got quite a few because I'm going to use these pencils for the stones, and I'm also going to use them in the frame as well. So starting off once again with warm grey 4, 273. And I'll vary them up a bit in lightness, in darkness, so they don't all look the same. What other grey have I got there? I might add this one into the mix, why not? Cold grey 1, 230. This is a really, really light, beautiful, smoky grey. Olive green, yellowish. Now, like I said earlier, when I do the stone work, I don't want you to watch me do every single stone. Try and find some time to get it done. I just want to play with the mixed media at the moment. It's been sitting there for 6 years and I've done nothing with it. I've got all these books to colour and yeah. It's just not enough time in the day. I'm running out of years. Hopefully plenty more to go. I've got too many books. We've got too many things to do, guys. Too many books to colour, too many art supplies to use. So I like that, how that's coming up. Yeah, I could use... I keep adding pencils in. I'm going to end up with the whole lot in my hand in a minute. warm grey 271. So this is why I end up with so many pencils, because I just want to vary them up. And if you need that colour, then you need that colour. But this is looking really good. I'm happy with it. The natural stonework looking like it's got moss and lichen and whatever else growing on it. And then in behind, there's some really dark bits. So I'm going to get the black, and I want it really, really black in between the stone. Otherwise that just blends in and that won't work. I want that to be darker than the stone. And you can go around the black lines as well and make the stones a bit more dimensional. Give them a bit of life. Looks good, Heather. Thank you, Pam. That's true. That takes up most of my time trying to decide what to colour, what supplies, who to copy. After a few hours, I finally find something, but then the moment is over. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do the same thing, and then you flick back through and it's like, hang on, where did I see that other picture? Maybe I will do that one. Oh, no, I'm still not sure. Oh, yes, I can relate. Yes, I think plenty of us can relate to that one. Yes, what the colouring. 2 hours later, this green is pretty bright and unrealistic, but I can use it. I'll go over with a brown or add a bit of black to it. It is pretty, it's not exactly real kind of green, but it is good with like what I was talking about before, you know. It's like, it's an unrealistic green, so get rid of it, don't use it with all these, and then you don't get that, you know, that effect, which is what we were talking about earlier. So putting that fake green in and then a brown or a dark grey or something over the top gives it a different colour green to those two stones. So it all has its purpose. And then I can grab the black if I can find it. And make it a bit darker, especially against the mushroom. But if you want it to camouflage, or see, I've got that dark, that fake green underneath. I'll call it fake green for demonstration purposes. Got that fake green underneath. And then with the other colours on top, it looks a bit more realistic. And I am kind of one of those people that I prefer real, like, wood to be, can have greens in it, can have greys in it, can have blues in it, can have all sorts of colours in it, but still make it sort of look a bit real. Whereas I've got blue in the door here, you know, maybe it was blue years ago and it's all worn off and all that sort, you know, it's just faded out and worn off, and who knows, it's your book, it's your colouring, it's your story. It is whatever you want it to be. Black. We'll do that around the mushroom. It'll make the mushrooms stand out. It'll make the stones stand out a bit more. Hang on. So earth green 172, burnt umber 280, warm grey 6 275. But it is a darker grey, so I'm not pressing too hard. I'll just put it over the top of the brown, make the brown a bit darker. And then as I come up around, I'm really lightening off. So it can still be a nice light grey. Warm grey 271. Put a bit of green in there if you want. Not every stone has to have green on it though. Olive green yellowish 173. Just a bit more brown there, I think. Walnut brown 177. I'd like that to lighten off a bit. God, that 2 hours went really, really quick today. Warm grey 4 273. It's a nice grey too. Now, black. So I'm actually going over the line of the stone. So it's not just a black printed line, it's actually given it a bit of shape, a bit of definition. Give it some dimension. Olive green yellowish 173. And there's a stone in there. Now, dark colours around it, so I don't want it too dark. Warm grey 2 271. I don't want to pick any really big stones. the moment. Nearly finished streaming, guys. 2 hours. I'll let you all get on with your lives. Bit of green. Oops. Jeez, I'm dropping pencils today. Luckily, I haven't marked anywhere, I don't think. Not that I know of. And in the centre, just a bit of light grey there. Alright, this one, and then we're done. Cold grey 1230. Warm grey 4273. It's underneath the plants there, so I'll give it a bit of dark shadow. And then blend that grey out. Warm grey 3272. Hello, Wes, what you doing? And then for the corner over here, a bit of cold grey 250. Okay, now I'm just going to use the black. Should probably due for a sharpener. Just giving that a bit of dimension, a bit of shadow underneath. And then I'm going to finish off with the rest of it, but when I do the background, it just gives it a bit of dimension and brings it to life. Oops. Okay guys, chat's gone dead, so I'll go dead too. There's all my pencils. I shall put them away for next week unless I get the stones done in the meantime. Take care of yourselves. Have a good week. What plans do you have for the week ahead? Oh, I plan on finishing off these couple of books that I have to rip up. And I want to do some mixed medium through the week. And hopefully, no promises, I get a chance, I will also maybe get some of these stones and wood done for next week. So you don't have to see me do every single stone. But no promises there because I really want to get stuck into this mixed media. It's been sitting there for next week. For next It's been sitting there for about 6 years and I haven't touched it. And I've got all this collage and stuff to use. So I really want to do some nice mixed media. We'll see. And if I do get anything done, procrastinating a lot, I must say, too, as well. It's like art supplies. You play with them and sort them out and put them in colours and swatch and do all that sort of stuff more than you colour. Like, he's going to be playing with art supplies. This is looking awesome, Heather. Thank you very much, Mona. Well, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for all being here. Take care of yourselves until next week, and I shall talk to you then. Bye for now. See you guys.